Van Gogh. I think it was 15 matches on the trot, but to win and win in the fashion he did, it was really impressive. He got out in front and he never let Michael. Run isn't over yet.
Our second quarter-final of the evening then here at the Marshall Arena in Milton Keynes, and it is the first to 16 legs. As long as you're two clear of your opponent, has to be a two-leg cushion to win the match at 16 legs. So it's going to be a terrific contest, we're sure, between two players who have the pedigree at the very highest level of this sport.
99.
Simon Whitlock, by the way, twice a semi-finalist in the World Matchplay, up there in the wonderful Winter Gardens in Blackpool that we're missing this week.
135.
As you mentioned, Gary Anderson, champion 2 years ago, the only defending Matchplay champion left within the field, so only Gary Anderson can prevent a new name going on the trophy. We've seen Bully Boy take his place, Michael Smith, in the semi-finals, and he awaits the winner of this tie.
Only 9 players have ever won the World Matchplay title in its history since it came in 1994, going back to Larry Butler at Blackpool. Gary Anderson, part of an exclusive band of players.
100.
Has to be said.
You require
only 9, mainly because of Phil Taylor's dominance down the years.
He was really dominant in Blackpool.
Game shot the first leg.
Gary Anderson launches the opening leg here.
Second leg, Simon and throw first. Game on.
Incredible stat now. He's out the 8 quarter-finalists. Gary Anderson's got the lowest total on average coming in.
Yeah, we did the graphic at the top of the show, and that was quite remarkable. And of course, Krzysztof Ratajski had the highest average mark. Astonishing, and really, when you looked at Gary's figure of what, about 93, 92 and a half going into this game, it's quite remarkable, because he's known for higher averages than that, of course. But he's held his throw, he's off and running.
We've talked about Gary Anderson. Sort of a few years ago, he'd win, but he'd be disgruntled if his average wasn't high. I think he's more relaxed about things now. He plays, he wins, he still gets a bit upset, but
42.
He's not obsessed with high averages and things like that now. He's just pleased to win, a bit more chilled, and yeah, he's in the quarterfinals at the end of the day, and like you pointed out now, it's the highest average coming into the quarterfinals with Krzysztof Ratajski, and we've just lost him a few minutes ago.
125.
Different game, a different day.
Talk to me about Simon Whitlock's points, because these were much discussed during the victory over Michael Van Gogh, and the damage they caused to the dartboard.
Yeah, I just think they're points that Simon's made. I mean, until they make a rule against him, obviously there's no issue, is there? I mean, they do cause a bit of issue with the board, but Simon does give his darts a bit of welly as well, but it certainly does tear up the treble 20. Like I said, it's until there's a ruling made, he'll carry on playing. But the knurled points they do, if they go into the board, can damage the treble. You see Gary Anderson's got grip higher up on the point, he just puts it there for where he grips, whereas I think Simon just likes the roughness of the point. There's a good view of him.
He throws it really aggressive, really powerfully, doesn't he? Like an Australian fast bowler.
95. Simon, you require
the Dennis Lilly of darts, Simon Whitlock.
Looking at 80 to get off and running. Top's got to move along.
40.
Just the wrong side of the line. A real opportunity for Gary to get an early break here.
Yeah, this would be a real blow for Whitlock early on. 13 for tops for Gary Anderson. Oh, he just dipped below him.
Simon, you require 40.
And they could be key moments in a match, even though it's very, very early in this game. Whitlock for tops, for one apiece. No problem that time.
Simon Whitlock for the leg, Gary to full first.
Longer format in these quarterfinals, of course. First to 16 legs.
123.
Previously, it's been first to 10, then first to 11, and a huge leap for the quarterfinals.
Just to stress how important this tournament is for Simon Whitlock. Oh, coming in, he was projected to be seeded around 25, 26 at the end of the year. Ali Pali was a long way off. Currently not in the spots for the Grand Prix to qualify, so
87.
probably his best route is through if he can climb back into the top 16. He came in as the 16th seed, but he's due to drop out, so that's how vital this run is. We're going to keep seeing the Wizard on the big stage.
Lovely cover shots from Simon Whitlock. Snatchy from Gary Anderson. Better. Game's being played at a nice pace here. You get the feeling it's just going to warm up as the evening progresses. Michael Smith and Christopher Tysky serving up a treat in our opening quarter-final. If you have just joined us, 16-13, Bully Boy came through and makes the semi-finals on Saturday night.
And Bully Boy looking good to end this duck of a major. He's impressed me throughout.
Simon, you require 167.
I just put on social media, he's played 58 legs and his doubles percentage is 50%. That was probably a little glitch in Michael Smith in the past, but he's shown all aspects of his qualities. He cruised in the first round.
102.
Had to really graft in his mental Sulevic. He chased him down, and in that game he got out in front and defended his lead well. So
Double 18, Anderson.
78. Simon, you require 65.
Well, the opportunity is here now for Whitlock. He knows it as well, he takes his time. 65 needed for an early break of throw in this match. 16 leaves double 16 here.
33.
Opportunity wasted. Double 9 for Gary Anderson
18.
to hold. He nails it, middle of the bed, first time. No problem, Gary Anderson that time. 2-1 ahead. Gary Anderson, one of only 6 players to hit 9 data in the World Matchplay, and one of only 9 players to win a World Matchplay title.
60.
By the way, I think Stuart Pike might have mentioned it in the first game. 6 years ago today since Phil Taylor hit a 9 data against Michael Smith.
97.
Scores on the doors.
Michael Smith, did he go 7 darts in to the perfect 11 in the previous match? So
Yeah.
sarcastic boos to himself, actually.
120.
Well, good darts developing here between these two players.
100.
Nice and straight. Simon Whitlock. Well, he's really hitting his stride now. Gary Anderson is really playing nicely.
Gary Anderson has missed a dart and double tops to break already, and he's playing himself in a position to break here. But look at this from the Wizard.
140.
Lucky with the last.
144.
Oh, hello.
Oh,
120. Simon, you require 100.
Just unlucky there, Gary Anderson. And there we see he was in the treble bed.
yeah. Well,
85.
Gary Anderson now for double 12 for a break. A 3-1 lead early on.
Gary Anderson.
He'll be delighted with that. Absolutely delighted with that. After that bounce out as well, Mark. Still managed to break.
Well, he had 2 of them nice, didn't he? He had 2 darts on the floor in that leg and still managed to break through. It's a good leg from Gary Anderson. Got the early initiative here.
Needs to follow it up by a hold here to go into our first interval at 4-1 ahead. Still very early days and anything can happen, of course.
Gary Anderson's 12th consecutive appearance at the World Matchplay. Joined the PDC in 2009, has never failed to appear in Blackpool. Obviously our new home for this year at Milton Keynes.
139.
Nice first start. Can he fill it up? He's going to switch down for treble 19. It worked, an absolute treat. Looking for that 4-1 advantage for the first interval.
Good stuff from Gary Anderson. Back comes Simon Whitlock.
Gary, you require 152.
Still make Anderson favourite for the leg. Especially now, another one of them. Double 16 for a 152 kill just inside.
36.
But it piles the pressure on Simon Whitlock, forcing him to take out this 140.
So Gary is coming forward for double 8 for that 4-1 advantage. Still only one break of throw.
Gary requires 16.
But psychologically, a 4-1 lead at the first interval can be significant. And Gary Anderson has got that 4-1 advantage. The one break of throw between them so far tonight. And in our second quarter-final, Anderson leads Whitlock by 4 legs to 1. And we'll be back here in Milton Keynes with live World Matchplay darts next. Gary, of course, the World Matchplay champion a couple of years ago, up there in Blackpool at the Winter Gardens, playing quite nicely here.
Thank you.
And
6 legs,
Mark Webster
5 minutes
joining me in
first.
commentary for this second quarter-final. And significantly, Mark, a change of dartboard already.
Hasn't done Simon any harm. Yeah, we expected it, didn't we? It happened in the game as Michael Van Gerwen here tonight, so
134.
Simon Whitlock, whilst only one break of throw behind, just got to be careful in the early parts of this second session.
140.
This is good from the Wizard.
Yeah, he was magnificent against Michael Van Gerwen in the last 16, wasn't he? It wasn't just a victory against Van Gerwen, it was an 11-4 demolition. A magnificent performance. And underlining to us, again, just what Simon Whitlock can do on a dartboard.
81.
Incredible performance. A good omen for both these players. Last time Gary Anderson won a tournament,
94.
Simon Whitlock en route.
Simon, you require 1.
Vice versa, last time Simon Whitlock won a tournament, beat Gary Anderson en route. Simon Whitlock's victory coming back in 2017.
Game shown the 6
He's coming in the first players championship of 2020, so a bit of a gap.
He's just hit an 11 dart leg with that finish. Simon Whitlock, and here comes Gary Anderson. That's his first 180 of the night. 12 for the tournament so far, and he's up averaging 101.8 now. Here comes Whitlock in response.
100.
Said about Gary Anderson's average down in the low 90s, but more like the Gary Anderson we used to see. We see above the 100. Simon Whitlock not too shabby either, short of 98. Quality opening, and he's separated by one break of throw. Gary Anderson got in the fourth leg.
Well, it has to be said, that was a sloppy visit from Gary Anderson last time up. What can he do here to repair that? Well, that's a great response, isn't it? Switching, because that second dart stood up.
I thought he might have gone down with the second dart, because the first one was loose in the treble 20, and he lost a couple out the treble 20 to the floor.
94.
Lovely switch from Whitlock. Now Anderson looking for the setup. Can't go out on 176. Switching down.
136.
Superb switch for the single 16 to leave tops when he comes back, and he will be back. Whitlock nowhere near to finish right now, so it's looking like a 5-2 lead for Gary Anderson, but at the risk of repeating myself, it is only one break of throw. We know how delicate that can be in a match play format. Tops Gary Anderson gets. And he's finishing his 5 from 11 now in this match at 45%, but the average is up at 101.23 for Gary Anderson. If he maintains that, he should be okay, but he can't afford to dip below it in any way, shape or form. Now, no treble for Simon. Is this an opportunity for Gary Anderson?
It is. It's really jumping on it though.
92.
There's fine cover down the bottom of the board. As we mentioned, the winner of this match will take on the first semi-finalist who was confirmed in the first match of Michael Smith. Michael Smith, who now has just jumped up to number 4 in the world. With the current prize money is on, it could get even better.
40.
Where did that come from? Just happens occasionally, doesn't it?
I think looking at his hand, it slipped out of his hand, so it does happen.
100. 97.
Once again, the treble 19, digging him out there. Gary Anderson, but
Important moments for Simon Whitlock.
43.
Leaves the door ajar for Gary Anderson to get the double break.
wow, what a start. Will he fill it up here?
Could have got another 6 in the night.
Plenty of room, wasn't there? Well, second break of throw for Gary here could be huge. Absolutely huge.
99. Gary requires
This
92.
is what Simon Whitlock did well against Michael van Gerwen. What Gary Anderson doing to him, he got that double break early, never let his opponent back in, and Gary Anderson be looking to do the same. 47 scored. 55 remains, and he just rounds it off.
Simon
Pressure for Simon Whitlock.
140.
He knows Gary's on tops. And Anderson is going to come back for a second break of throw.
With that, he knows he just catched it. Yeah,
90.
he had to aim really high. He wasn't happy, you could see the expression, but will it all be in vain? Well, that's a slip. Double 16, the 6-2.
24.
Oh, that's a big slip from Gary Anderson.
Simon, you require 50.
Simon Whitlock as well, wasted a dart on his previous visit, slipping into the double 5. So he's got an 18 or a 10 here. 2 16s for 5-3. Simon Whitlock just about stays in touch. Big opportunity missed for Gary Anderson.
It was, Mark, absolutely. Gary has got to be annoyed at that. Wasted opportunity.
131.
He was looking at a 6-2 lead and throwing for 7-2. And he let it slip. No wonder he looks a little bit annoyed with himself.
We saw a similar situation last night with Joe Cullen, Dimitri Vandenberg. Joe Cullen had chances to lead 6-2 and 9-5. Didn't take them, and we know what happened. Getting out in front in the early exchange is important. Whilst Gary Anderson does insurance that one breaker throw, the cushion of having 2, like you said, Nige, throwing for a 7-2 lead would be massive.
44.
It's just
37.
playing nicely here. Gary Anderson is just doing what he's got to do with the throw. First to 16 legs, as long as you're 2 clear of your opponent. Keep reminding you of the tournament format here in the World Matchplay. Stay up the board. Nice second dart with treble 20. And he's left 64 nicely there, Gary Anderson. So it does look, I hesitate to say this after the previous leg, but it does look as though it's going 6-3 here.
Gary requires 64.
He's got time on his side. Double 8 for 6-3. The double 4, and Gary Anderson converts and puts the disappointment of the previous leg behind him. And this is following a similar pattern to the first match. Yes, Krzysztof Ratajski averaged a little bit more than Simon Whitlock, but there's a big gulf in the average. Is about 9 points at the minute. And you can only hang in there for so long. Krzysztof Ratajski found out he was just hanging in against Michael Smith, because Michael Smith outplayed him in the early exchanges. Simon Whitlock's going to have to show similar resiliency here. As Gary Anderson looks up for this tonight.
Absolutely he does. 5 perfect darts, make that 6 for Simon Whitlock. Hurries along to retrieve the third dart, because it looked like he got a bit of a wobble on.
96.
Can he do it, Simon Whitlock?
Just got to tidy it. It's an important leg for Simon. It'd be nice to do the 9-darter, but
81.
you sense that points in this session, Nigel, is starting to get away from Simon Whitlock. He's done well to hang in there.
Yeah, it's all about the bigger picture. Forget
100.
the party piece of a 9-darter. Get the leg 1. Going to the second interval, two behind. It's gone high, but you can still see the top spread, and there we go. Heading into our second interval in this match. Gary Anderson just about shading it with that one break and throw in his favour. It could so easily have been two, but he blew that and Whitlock pounced. We're back in Milton Keynes with more live dance in a few moments' time. Of 16 legs to win the match. If not, we go into overtime, tie break, maybe even sudden death. But as things stand right now, it's advantage Gary Anderson. He could do with a treble here. The treble 17 dug him out. And now it'll be interesting to see this passage of play with these next 5 legs, how it goes, because it's a vital part of the game now at this particular stage. Mark Webster alongside me. Whitlock looking in this session to break back and restore some level playing field in this match. But that's brilliant from Gary Anderson, absolutely brilliant. That's his third 180 and he's averaging 100.5 now.
That was a good session for Whitlock, really, and winning it 3-2, holding throw, because the game, particularly in it was leg 8 where Gary Anderson could have got that second break and he didn't. Whitlock's just hung on in there, but not really making inroads on Gary Anderson's throw. At the minute, he hasn't really threatened the break and he's under all sorts of pressure on his throw, so he's just got to hang in there because he knows chances will come to break throw. He's just got to make sure he's in touch when those chances do come.
Well, only 60 from Simon there. He could hardly believe he didn't hit the red bit. Now bull for Gary Anderson.
45.
But yeah, he was along the top line and then he dipped below the bottom line. Couldn't find his way into the treble 20. He can do that time. You'll see that Gary is sat on 25 when he comes back, but there's a 180 just to remind him on here.
So Gary Anderson could pay for not setting it, and it does pay. There's no need to go for the bull down the previous visit. I'm saying that though, he's in a good rhythm. People like to see the 170. Whitlock now 18 for double 16, and here's that chance of a break.
51.
It's his first dart 2 break and he can't do it.
16.
Anderson lets off the hook.
Double 40 gets that time.
12 legs, Simon at front first.
It was a frustrated face on Simon Whitlock when he missed that chance to break the throw. So Gary Anderson once again extends a 3-leg advantage on the back of that interval. You do feel, Mark, a second break of throw for Gary, Simon would be in deep trouble, but
97.
Gary's still not on his peak performance right now, is he? There's still the odd sloppy 3-dart visit, isn't there?
Yeah, that is, but it's the best we've seen Gary Anderson this week in Milton Keynes.
100.
It looks good for him at the minute, but yeah, he'd like the assurance of that second break of throw. And courtesy of having the darts, he'd give him the opportunity to open up a 5-leg gap with the dart. He's making his move again here. Gary Anderson, 4th maximum of the match, 8 in total.
Yeah, they've both got 4 in the match and they've both got 15 in the tournament. How about that for a stat?
It's wild, good recovery.
84.
Disappointed with that. From the 2-2-4, you want to at least leave yourself, well, at least 130 or below, because you only need 1 treble in the combination.
96. Gary, you require 100.
Simon has left a 108. Should he be back? And he will be back now.
60.
Only 60 for Gary, frustrating, and that's why the shake of the head. But he'd still love to pop back and have a go at 80, that's for sure. Now, pressure on Simon Whitlock. He's got treble 19. Double 16. Brilliant, a 108 finish. That's his 2nd ton plus in the match. Denies Gary Anderson the opportunity to come back for a shot at a break of throw again.
81.
Whitlock hanging in there again, proving resilient and playing better now. His average getting up above 95.
125.
Well, that's superb. That is superb, and there's pressure on Gary now. Needs a treble 20. Gets it with the last dart. That was important. Keep checking the scoreboard.
There's the doubles percentage, and it's those doubles that are helping Simon stay in touch. 5 from 8, 63%. Gary Anderson,
85.
5%. Horrendous, but he's missed key ones, and he could have had the security of a second breaker throw.
140.
Good visit, absolutely key visit as well with those 2 treble 20s for Gary Anderson. Previous round, that hard-fought 11-8 win over James Wade. 9 180s along the way in that match from Gary. Great darts from Simon Whitlock. Great darts.
Look at that, another treble 20 here would leave it.
100.
So he leaves 80 again in this leg. He didn't get a go in the previous leg. Will he get a go here? Simon Whitlock, Shanghai on the 20s. That's awkward. May look at 2 balls. Yes, he's got one of him. Gets the second one. Great shot from Simon Whitlock. Good board management as well. He didn't want to shuffle around. He made the decision early. And after that first dart, there was plenty of room for Simon Whitlock, and he gets that break back. But on throw, 7-6, Gary Anderson leads.
Remarkable, absolutely remarkable. Fantastic from Simon Whitlock there. His average is going up as well. He's causing Gary Anderson some serious problems here, as you would expect from a player that tore apart Michael van Gerwen. 11-4. And now, no break of throw advantage whatsoever here. Whitlock looking to level the match at 7 legs apiece.
93.
Playing better now, Simon. That's what you get when you just hang around in a match. Stuck on in there. He could have been 6-2 down. Experience of Simon Whitlock, and finishing 6 out of 9, 67%. He's right back in this match. He's out of it. He only trailed by 1 break.
I think the key factor there, Mark, was when Gary missed a real opportunity for a second break of throw. And now we see a situation where Simon holds here. We're back to 7 apiece, whereas Gary was looking at a real handy cushion at one stage in the match. But there's going to be a few twists and turns ahead, I'm sure, in this quarter-final. Still got a fair way to go.
Yeah, green Nigel. The 10+ finishes. Simon Whitlock at 120 and a 108, but at crucial times it's easy to hit them finishes when your player is way back, but Gary Anderson was on 2 darts on both occasions. Simon Whitlock stay there now. It's a wild one. Is he going to...
24.
After the heroics of that double ball finish on the 120, is he going to surrender his throw back to Gary Anderson? 16 for tops to restore the 2-leg gap.
52.
Pulls it low.
Simon, you require 88.
Again, an opportunity missed for a break of throw for Gary Anderson. 88 needed, and Simon Whitlock knows how important this is. Treble 20. Treble 18 for double 7. Needs the ball again.
60.
Not that time, Simon.
Gary, you require
Terrific
20.
effort. And again, an opportunity for Gary Anderson. Double 10. Can he take it for a break of throw? Up the board for double 5. 8-6, and he's got another break of throw in his favour. He's managed to carve that out. But Simon Whitlock handed him the opportunity there. 8-6 Anderson, and he has the darts for 9-6 here if he is to hold.
Gary Anderson worked hard to get the break straight back.
74.
Rescues himself with a treble 18 there. Big leg coming up. The difference of 9-6 and 8-7, massive at this stage of the game.
Good darts. Now Anderson needs a 140 here. Maybe even fill it all up. Well, there you go. Right on cue. He needed that as well after a slack first visit, Mark.
He do not make it look easy at times, Gary Anderson.
Makes you sick, doesn't it?
Just a bit, yeah. Importantly, win this session 3-2 if he can close out this leg. That gives him the 9-6 advantage, and he's well on his way.
Whitlock will not go away, Mark, will he? He's a feisty, determined character, isn't he? He's got the bit between his teeth. Feels he's playing well, but Gary's got 6 starts from here. Double 18 for a 9-6 lead. He's going to be back anyway, but he would have loved to have taken that out first time.
All Simon Whitlock can do, try and put in a bit of pressure and hope for a miss from Gary Anderson. We have seen a few misses, but he's got to go. He's got to go back down the board. Does
77.
19 would have left.
Gary, you require 36.
Oh, you're there at the back of the room, Mark. You're on the video screen. Double 18. Oh, Gary.
Score. Simon, you
That's
require
remarkable.
122.
What an opportunity here. We've already seen a 10, a 108 and a 120 from Simon Whitlock. A 1-2-2, 4 18s minimum. Treble 18 for the bullseye. Bullseye for 8-7. Wild one from Simon Whitlock.
Gary, you require 36.
Double 18 for Gary Anderson. Decent marker. This time, yes, he gets it. And Gary Anderson goes into a short interval with a 9-6 advantage here in the first to 16. So he just has that edge with that one breaker throw in his favour. Well, there's plenty more to come in this game, you can be sure of that. With Simon Whitlock, a real determined character right now. 9-6 Anderson leads. Well, here's the story of the match so far, and that 120 checkout, magnificent from Simon Whitlock. Gary Anderson, 97.23 average right now, and a highest checkout of 64 for Gary Anderson. The key stat, one breaker throw in his favour, and he has a 9-6 advantage here. Well, it's been a big week here at Milton Keynes, a big week for darts, and a big week for us here on Sky Sports, as we're missing our great friends Wayne Mardle and Rod Studd, of course, so hopefully they'll be back in the not too distant. And of course, Dave Clark announced his retirement, and we've got some great memories of the man himself.
Good evening, Newcastle! Good evening, Dublin! Good evening, Rotterdam! A sea of orange everywhere you look. Good afternoon, welcome along to the best darts championship ever held in this country. Good evening from Wolverhampton. Blizzard conditions sweeping the nation, 6 inches of snow here in the Black Country, and of course that's had an impact on the number of people turning up for the Premier League. Of course I'm joking. They're here in force. There is not a seat to be had in the house. Here we are high above the famous Las Vegas Strip. 5 days of hot darts, and when I say hot, I mean sweltering hot. Here we are high above the Shard. It was Michael Van Gerwen who was on a high at Ali Pali 12 months ago. Dublin, are you ready for darts? Dublin, Cincy Navet for darts! Dave, I'm still shaking. How do you feel? There's only one way to travel when you're in the poor city of Rotterdam. Water taxi is the way forward. The Ahoy Arena, please, driver, as fast as you can. When one day you hang up the darts and retire, you'll remember nights like this.
I feel like a fish on the stage. How do you call it? I don't know how you call it in English.
Apparently you felt like a fish on the stage, right?
You made yourself laugh, Dave, haven't you? I thought this man can't control himself.
I can't put myself together.
Well, that is absolutely fantastic. Some great times with Clarkie down the years, and a magnificent career fronting the Sky Sports darts coverage. And we hope that Clarkie goes on to enjoy retirement. And so far tonight here, quarter-final night, the first night here at Milton Keynes. Michael Smith 16, Christoph Ratajski 13, and the game in progress, about to resume. Gary Anderson leads Simon Whitlock by 9-6. Mark Webster alongside me, commentary.
Thank you. 16th leg.
Mark, what are your
Simon
thoughts on this stage of the game? How do you see it going forward from here?
I think the key was leg 14. Simon Whitlock just got the break back after not really threatening the Gary Anderson throw, and then really surrendered his throw straight back, and Gary Anderson consolidated and he leads 9-6. And again, Simon Whitlock was 4-1 down. That middle session was vital, and he's got to do something similar here. Got to hang in there. You feel if Gary Anderson gets that second break, he's got the ability to just run away with the match, and Simon Whitlock will be wary of that.
94.
Yeah, Simon's a determined character. He's going to push every step of the way, I'm sure.
100.
If Gary hits his stride and finds his top scoring power, that could be problems for Simon, but Whitlock's playing too well. I can't see a situation. Look at that. 3 treble 19s, fantastic. I don't know, I just don't see. I may be made to look foolish here, not for the first time, but I just don't see Gary running away with it. I think Simon's got too much in his locker.
Well, I agree, Nige, if he doesn't let Gary get that second break, because then every dart is added pressure for Simon Whitlock. So whilst he stays within one break, I agree with you, Nige, he's in with a great chance. But Gary Anderson is constantly threatening the Simon Whitlock throw.
Simon, you require 80.
Yeah, there's pressure on Simon here. Treble 20 with the first dart. Hits the single, so 20 in tops. Needs tops, 1 dart. Fallen just below.
Gary, you require 68.
Gary Anderson again. He's had chances to double break. Is he going to do it here? Good guy just inside. And he does. Gary Anderson finally secures the advantage of a second break, a double break, and opens up clear daylight between the two players. He's got a 4-leg gap. He's having the darts now. He's homing in, 6 legs away.
171.
Told you he's going to run away with it, didn't I?
You did, Nige, yeah.
Yeah, when you hit the 10-leg mark, you're in double figures. Psychologically, that's a barrier you've broken down, isn't it, I suppose, Mark?
Yeah, and having the double break and then having the darts, it means you can get out in front 5 legs, and it just, Sam Whitlock will glance up at the scoreboard, he'll know the score, and it just adds pressure because you know the tie's slipping away.
42.
Can't find a treble, Simon Whitlock.
Last meeting in February, Gary Anderson beat him by 6 legs to 1, so Simon Whitlock
28.
knows all too well how quickly Gary Anderson can rattle off legs.
Well, I think that 28 was Gary's worst visit of the match. Thankfully for him, Simon can't find a treble either at this stage. Listen, I have no problem if Gary does prove me completely wrong and romps away with it, but I don't know, I still think there's still another twist because of the way that Simon Whitlock plays. Such a strong, determined man.
He certainly won't give up, that is for sure. Illustrated by that visit there, Simon Whitlock. It's in his 5th maximum of the match. Takes us up to 250 tournament 180s.
139.
Well, he went for the ball, Gary Anderson, for a spectacular finish, but this is a golden opportunity for Simon Whitlock to break straight back.
He did this in the previous leg, though. He went too high with his first dart and his second dart, and again, got a little more to aim at this time. And he gets it. Good response from Simon Whitlock. Instantly gets one of the breaks back.
Annoyance written all over the face of Gary Anderson. He's determined, all right, Simon Whitlock. He isn't going anywhere just yet. Tense part of the game here. 1st to 16, we remind you. But you have to be 2 legs clear at that time, or we play on.
99.
Simon Whitlock just hangs on in there. The frustration will creep in for Gary Anderson.
135.
It's always frustrating when you just can't get rid of your opponent.
85.
To his last meeting, big stage tournament was back in the Premier League. 2018. Whitlock was victorious on that occasion.
It's nicely done. from Gary. Simon needs a treble from somewhere here.
96.
Treble 19 is
Gary
important,
require
wasn't it?
137.
He got the
Treble.
57. Two ways over to the 18s. He just got the treble to behind. This is sloppy from Gary Anderson.
31. Simon, you require
Added massive pressure on
114.
this 114. Double 19 for Simon Whitlock, and he gets it, and Whitlock again with a tongue-push finish and gets within 2.
Gary to throw first.
Gary was looking at the prospect of a 5-leg cushion. It's now down to 2. And he can't find a treble. He needs one from somewhere. The last dart helps him out there with that treble 19. This is a tense phase of this match. Here comes Whitlock with a treble 20 and another treble 20. Piling the pressure on! Piling the pressure on here, the Wizard of Oz.
58.
Chooses to beat Simon Whitlock. Again.
100.
It's okay. 2-2-1 after 6.
Gary's having a nightmare here.
57.
No treble. No treble.
Good last one from Whitlock. Down to 136.
Could be 10 apiece in a couple of legs' time.
95. Simon, you require 136.
Off the cushion of 6 darts. For a 3rd leg on the trot. Be careful here.
46.
That's a slip. Because Anderson, you'd expect to leave a 2-darter. Not so much now.
83. Simon, you require 90.
Here we go. Simon Whitlock going for 90 then for 10-9. Tops! Double 10. Here we go.
80.
Real
Gary, you
opportunity for
require
Gary
112.
to salvage this leg after some sloppy darts. Oh, he's hit 9.
72.
12 would have left tops.
Simon, you require 10.
Had Anderson managed to convert that leg, it would have hurt Simon Whitlock. Double 5 for 10-9. Got to come in a bit there. The first 2 were wild. The 3rd one was spot on, and Simon Whitlock once again, as he did in leg 14 of the match, had a chance to level up. He gets the same chance here in leg 20. On that occasion,
Game on.
he really played a poor leg and let Gary Anderson take the initiative again. He's got to be more authoritative on this occasion.
Well, well, well. First match was 16-13. 29 legs of darts between Ratajski and Smith. Are we heading for something similar here in our second quarter-final? Who will face Michael Smith in Saturday's semi-final here at the Marshall Arena in Milton Keynes? Will it be this man, Simon Whitlock? Will it be Gary Anderson?
100.
He looked for a large part of this match that Gary could get a grip on it, but he's allowed Simon just back into it now.
95.
Moments in this match.
One man
It's a good visit. Anderson will start down the bottom of the board. No, he's just going to attack. I think he might. Is he just going to gamble and pile in? No, he is. Goes across to the 16.
36.
Oh, he was thinking about it for a second there.
Well, Anderson has to go for this now.
170.
Missed the first treble 20.
58. Simon, you require 100.
Disappointed that he's only left 1-1-2 really, if Simon doesn't take this out. Well, single 10 for double 16 for 10 apiece.
70.
Gary Anderson had this in the previous leg, got the treble, did the hard work and missed the big number. He's got the treble again. Gets the 12 this time.
92.
Falls short. So Simon Whitlock,
Simon, you require 32.
to get himself level.
He's hit 2 out of 5 at double 16.
How's that?
So Simon Whitlock has played his way back into this now. He's dominated that session. We're level here. 10 legs apiece between Whitlock and Anderson. The winner will both play Michael Smith in the semi-final. And when we come back, we'll play to a finish.
And some of y'all love it, but it's not enough. Get tripping, baby, pour it on me. Y'all wanna drink the good stuff. Can't beat the system.
Welcome back to Milton Keynes and the Marshall Arena, where this match-play quarter-final is delicately poised. Gary Anderson looked to be in a great position.
Thank you. 21st
He slipped up.
first.
Simon Whitlock has upped his game again, and we're level at 10 legs all. The winner of this will face Michael Bully Boy Smith in Saturday's semi-final here in the Betfred World Match Play, not in Blackpool, but in Milton Keynes at the Marshall Arena. Great dance from Simon Whitlock. Mark Webster is alongside me in commentary. Mark, 10 apiece, and first to 16 if you're too clear. We're getting down to the nitty-gritty. We're getting really down to the business end of this tournament now, aren't we, Mark?
Yeah, an incredible effort from Simon Whitlock as well in that last session. He trailed 10-6. We were talking about Gary Anderson seeing the finishing line, but Whitlock replied with 4 legs on the trot to get himself level. And like you said, this match is delicately poised now.
He's not hanging around here, Gary Anderson. He wants this done sharpish, doesn't he, this leg? He's taken 9 darts to get down to 81, so treble 19. He's going to go treble 18 for double 4 there. He checked Simon's score. But he's tidied it up for tops, and he'll be back for that. So No problem, but Simon just casting a little bit of doubt and just planting seeds of doubt into Gary as double 10 is the target in 11-10. Anderson leads up, didn't take long at all that leg, did it? However many legs more this game is going to take, it won't take a lot of time, will it, the way it's going, because they're both going to move on here, Mark.
Yeah, important leg for Gary Anderson there, when you've just been tailed back from a 10-6 lead, and you've been missing a few doubles, came low on the top, so straight at double 10. Gary Anderson will have given himself a talking to in that break. He won't have been happy of letting a 10-6 lead slip with relative ease, really, but stamping his authority straight back on the match with that opening holder throw in this last session.
97.
Needs a treble here, Simon.
59.
Well, dare I suggest it, but an opportunity for Gary now to crack on and go for a break of throw. He just holds up and checks his score and goes for treble 19. That's Gary Anderson at his best, Mark Webster.
Yeah, sensible switching as well. I don't think the second dart was overly secure in the treble 20. He hits over 177 to lead 96. I mean, 16 now for tops, and it's a big ask for Simon Whitlock.
Simon, you require 100.
All on the first dart, the treble 20. He'll stay there for sure if he gets the first one.
Yes, Gary Anderson, one of only 9 winners of the World Matchplay down the years.
You require 40.
Great stuff. Gary Anderson back-to-back 14 darts off the break in the blink of an eye. 12 legs to 10 in front. And is he now starting to think about that semi-final spot against his good friend Michael Bully Boy Smith?
100.
Well, that was pretty emphatic coming back from the break. 2 legs on the bounce, but he needs to follow that up with another holder throw here.
43.
List of champions of the World Matchplay. Hanging from the banners opposite our commentary box here in Milton Keynes, the flag-style banners, superb pictures. I was just going to ask, can you name all 9 World Matchplay champions? But you've just seen them there.
I'd have done all right, I think.
Yeah. And I think it would have been ridiculous anyway, because I know a lot of people at home have probably ordered a programme to have it delivered at home to watch.
96.
That was worth a thought. It's the thought that counts.
Definitely nice, definitely. Self-up.
I've definitely got Rod Harrington, because he tells us about it every time I see him.
You dare not get Colin Lloyd either.
Lloyd, he said earlier in the week, he's getting talked about more this week.
Yeah, not for winning, but for losing in the first round the year after.
Poor old Lloydie.
Yeah.
We love you. And you, Rod.
94. Gary, you require 105.
Now 105 for Anderson for 13-10.
That's the risk. He's going 25, the tops, but you go for a 25, you can literally hit any number on the board.
Simon, you
Slipped into a 2, which ends the finishing chance.
And a chance for Simon Whitlock to break back quickly here now for 90. Treble 20 would leave double 5. He needs the ball. Oh, he's hit it again! He's not going anywhere, folks. Frustrating Gary Anderson. And he has the dance here, Simon Whitlock, once again to go 12-all.
Gary Anderson will be thinking what a nuisance Simon Whitlock is at the minute. He just won't let up. He refuses to give in.
60.
Well, Simon Whitlock has hit 4 ton-plus finishes in the 11 legs he's won. 120, 114, 108 and a ton.
Simon Whitlock, who went for 90 early on in the match, he went for ball, but knowing the importance of the situation there, went the sensible route, at least getting the dart at the bullseye, and he converted. Manages the board really well, Simon Whitlock.
Close contest this leg, but Simon really does need a treble. And that's a good treble 18 with the last dart. 12-11 Anderson leads, first to 16, but you've got to be too clear. Anderson hits his 8th 180 of the match, that's his 19th of the tournament so far. Here we go. Dream darts in Milton Keynes. One for tops. To break back immediately. Oh, width of the wire. He can't believe it. And Whitlock comes forward for double 14 for a 12-all match.
It was unlucky for Gary Anderson, but curse that 180. Simon Whitlock gets the opportunity and levels us up again. Edward as well getting to the business end of this match now. These next few legs are worth an extra 25 grand to the players, already guaranteed 25, a semi-finalist guaranteed 50 grand. That would do wonders for Simon Whitlock in particular, who's having a little bit of a slide down the rankings.
It's that stage of the game as well, when you're in a race to 16 legs, where the next break of throw could decide the match. Webby.
Yeah, it's a short format game now, isn't it? We're at 12 all, but there's not much time to recover if there's any mistakes now.
57.
See Gary Anderson there. I think he showed it the other night. He likes to just tap his foot on the hockey before standing up to it.
96.
Just straight up. He does like to just tap the top of the hockey with his foot.
Let's take a look at that, Mark. There you go.
Bend on the shoe as well, isn't there?
Yeah.
Just
I wonder if he puts those metal straighteners in his shoes when he's not wearing them, to flatten them out and straighten them.
That's when I knew my darts career was struggling, when I was trying to tap the hockey and I was missing that with my shoe.
35. Gary required 40. Game shown at 26.
Gary Anderson gets for 13-12. 3 away from the 16-leg mark, but he's got to be too clear. Now pressure back on Whitlock to hold.
We keep harping on about Simon Whitlock hanging in there and not going away, but Gary Anderson isn't exactly going away either, is he? He shows little signs of frustration, but he just channels it in the right ways and just gets on with it in the second leg. He's staying focused.
125.
20's there, puts pressure on Simon. This is really tense now.
Just a great battle, isn't it?
Snatchy second dart from Simon.
40.
And the door is open for Gary. Can he hit a treble here? First dart he can. Can he follow it up? That's a great 140. That is a terrific 140 for Gary Anderson.
This matchup reminds me, Gary Anderson played Steve Beaton a few years back at the match play. I think it went 16-13 in the end, but Gary just could not get rid of Steve Beaton. He led the majority of the match, and this is following a similar pattern.
Well, this could be crucial here. Here he goes again. He's got the darts in his favour. When he comes back, he can go for 96 for a 14-12 lead. And at this stage of the match, time running out for Whitlock, if indeed that does prove to be the case.
134.
96 the target. Treble 20. Treble 20, double 8. Break of throw. Width of the wire. Now, can the bullseye help out Simon Whitlock yet again here?
He's got to go for the bullseye. 25 keeps the shot alive. That ends the shot, and Gary Anderson will return to go within 2 of the semi-finals. Double 4 for a break, a massive part of the match. This is awkward. For double 1. Gary Anderson. Simon Whitlock would have been in the background pacing, hoping for the goal, but he doesn't get it, and Gary Anderson now's the darts for a 15-12 lead. Surely that will see off the wizard Simon Whitlock.
2 treble 20s with your first visit on a leg you're looking to win. It's tremendous.
43.
And the tournament average is very, very similar. Just look at them on the graphic there. 95 there or thereabouts for both.
134.
But Gary is doing a great job here.
The key is Gary Anderson stuck 6 points on his tournament average. His tournament average coming into this match was 92, the lowest of the quarter-finalists, but he's put a significant jump on that. And he's looking to close out this match.
58.
He's in a comfortable position here.
Yeah, 58, not his best, but it's enough at this stage because Simon's on 400. Now here he comes. Can't quite put the pressure on, so Gary's in a great position. Doesn't even have to go for the party piece here, but he's got one treble 20. He's got another one. Will he go for it? No, there you go.
He made that mistake earlier, Nige, didn't he? And had to rip the 25, and it cost him. So sensibly sets up the top. And the circumstance of the match, it was the right shot. Simon Whitlock now can leave. Yeah, can't leave his shots with Gary Anderson. Surely going one away from the semi-finals.
Hard work. He's lucky that Simon's not on a finish.
One positive you can take from that, it would have been awkward had he slipped inside on the last start.
Right, over to you, Gary.
Gary requires 20.
Double 10. Oh, here we go, it's 10. So he's nailed it that time. No doubts in Gary's mind. Never in doubt, was it? He's one leg away. And Simon Whitlock is now throwing to save the match.
Simon Whitlock, we've seen him rattle off 4 legs from 6-10, 10-6 down. But this is different altogether. The pressure of knowing he uses one more leg, he's out of the competition. No more errors can come from Simon Whitlock, and it doesn't help when his opponent starts the leg with a 180. Gary Anderson's got the darts. He's 321 points away from the last fall.
96.
Yeah, what a visit that was. The 180 with the first visit to the board for Gary Anderson was magnificent, and Simon Whitlock deep in trouble, and he knows it now. Oh, good recovery with 2 treble 20s there. But Gary has the advantage of the darts effectively here. 80 from 2. Oh, and he's in the bullseye as well. He's down to 95 for the match.
This has been a good spurt from Gary Anderson from 12 all.
134. Gary.
He's been the better player, and Gary Anderson has a chance now to close out the match.
Double 5.
85. Simon, you require 110.
Well, this would be something, wouldn't it, if Simon Whitlock was able to take out the 110. Gary very quickly to the double 5 with a brilliant set of darts. Tops for Whitlock to stay in the match. 70. Oh, he's gone too high.
Could be the for Simon Whitlock.
And Gary Anderson edges through into a real battle with Simon Whitlock. 2 top players. And it's Gary Anderson who will meet Michael Smith in the semi-final on Sunday. The final score here in this second quarter-final of the night.